And we are live. Welcome to today's Valentus training of all about the compensation plan and how you can use this to achieve the financial freedom that you deserve. On the line here with me, I do have Mr. Peter Lewis, and he is going to be kind of an ambassador as far as if you have any questions, he'll be able to see the chat and be able to articulate those to me as we go through the compensation plan. Now, Valentus compensation plan is one of the most lucrative that I found in the industry. Compensation plans are very important to me because I always say that it's pretty much the same work, the work that we're doing in the network marketing industry, so you might as well get paid the most for it, right? Exactly. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm just going to grab my note card, and I have a couple of darker markers that I used yesterday. Yesterday I used red, and you couldn't see them very well. I have you a little closer now, and I have blue and green, and then we're also going to do kind of a hybrid because I have a lot of slides that you'll be able to see, but I'm also going to do on the whiteboard here for you as well. Some of those facts and figures are going to take too long to write out, and so I'll just share those on the screen with you. So, okay, you should see to the right of your screen there is an option to do the question answer session. Right now it's saying, okay, it's saying that it is disabled. I want to make sure that you can ask questions if you okay, Peter.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. Got it. And read out for me, Peter. Right here. There we are. Okay, and I'll bring you back up there we're going to start with the compensation plan, and we're going to end up with questions, so that I want to make sure that you're able to understand every piece of this compensation plan so that you can share the business confidently and build your business confidently. I do want to make sure, though, that I have my question answer. It says it's disabled. I want to make sure that I have that enabled. It gives me the option for just a moment. Oh, I believe it's because I'm using webinars on air. Let's see here. Webinars on air. We have the auth. All right, very good. Okay, so I have that authorization is there on the side. So let's see. I see all of our attendees in here. Welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started here within the next few minutes. You should see where you can now type in the chat screen if you have any questions. I'm going to handle all questions there at the end. So let me go ahead and grab my note card, and we'll be right away. Okay. Okay, so first we're going to jump right into the compensation plan right from the Fast Start bonus. And so let's see here. I'm going to bring this up on the whiteboard for you. And I'm also going to have a dual screen here so that I can show you on the slides as well. All right. So I'm going to start with the Fast Start, and then we will talk about the retail bonus. A lot of people start off with the retail bonus, and then they get confused as to how does the retail bonus work. I find the best way to eliminate that problem is to start with the first way that we pay in our compensation plan, which is the Fast Start bonus. I'm also going to turn off the fan here because that's providing a lot of extra noise. Okay, so your Fast Start. This is our #1 way to pay. Can you see that okay? See, that's too small, and I had a feeling that that was going to be an issue. If you have any questions at the end, we'll do it on the flip chart, but it's really not, it's not going to work out because you're not going to be able to see. I don't have any markers dark enough. I believe even black is very close to blue. I don't think it would be able to be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my slides here, and hopefully that works just as well for you here. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up the compensation plan. I'm going to go ahead and share screens here. I'm going to present this to everyone. Let's start with the slideshow. From current slide. We pay 7 different ways with Valentus, okay? And I'm going to take you through these here really quickly. First is our fast start commissions. Now, when you bring someone into the business as a preferred customer or as a business builder, you are going to earn a fast start bonus. So, your fast start bonus, if you bring in 1 box, someone buys a 1 box, you're going to have a fast start bonus of $20. You're also going to have a dual team allocation of 20 business volume. Your starter package, the 3 boxes, your fast start is going to be $40. $40 or 40 BV goes into the binary as well. Advanced, 6 boxes. You bring someone in with 6 boxes, you have $60. Okay, the following week. This is paid every single week, and payday is on Friday. Your business builder package is the $4.99. Okay, you bring someone in with the business builder package, you're going to earn that $100 fast start. We'll get into the legacy coded bonus later and how you qualify for that. But as you see here, your business builder is $100, paid the following week on Friday, and then 100 business volume goes into the binary. Okay, so there is your fast starts. You see that there? Let's see. Can I have both on? Let's see. I was hoping I could have my camera on while I'm also presenting to you. I guess it's not going to. Okay, you need me to make the slides bigger. Did the slides get bigger when I just made that change there? Just someone message in the chat if the slides did get bigger there as I was explaining. Okay. Hey, Peter. Let me see if I can bring you off of mute. Yeah, you're still muted. Okay. All right. No, the slides did not get any bigger. Okay. Well, I can only make them so big. I can start it there from the beginning. Or, here we go. Here we are. Back at the fast start. I can make it. Let's try this real quick because I want to make sure that you're getting this so that she can share this confidently. Here we are. Yeah, see, one moment here. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Can you hear us now, and can you see everything? Now that we have it a lot larger here. I just need an update on if you can see. And I can attempt to do this on the whiteboard, but I can promise you, you're probably not going to see it very well there either. So we either need to run with a slide presentation or, okay. Very good. Okay. Yeah, if the person who is not able to hear, if they can just check their laptop volume. I want to make sure that everyone can hear, and hopefully the slides are a little bit bigger. I can do this both on the screen sharing and on the presentation here. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, good, good, good. You can see and hear. See, that's what I needed to hear. Now we can run through with this. Okay, so first and foremost, you have your, here we go. Your fast start commissions. I'm going to run through this from the beginning here for those of you who are just now coming in and for those of you who missed that first part. Okay, so your basic pack or the one box, you bring someone in with a one box, you're going to earn a $20 fast start the following week. Payday is on Friday. 20 BV is going to go into the binary as well. So your fast start is also going to earn you a little bit of the dual team allocation or dual team volume as well. So next is your starter. This is the 3-box option. That's going to earn you $40 the following week. 6 boxes is $60 the following week, and 16 boxes is $100. Okay, this is really simple, you know. So I want to make sure that we're keeping it simple here. I'm going to go here to the camera. Okay, here we are. Okay. This is kind of difficult. I've always done slide presentations. I don't do things with a flip chart because this is, you know, the 21st century. So for this has been kind of a challenge for me, and I'm trying to meet it for you so that you guys can have what you need to be able to build the business. But this is one of the most simple compensation plans and one of the most lucrative. So let me get into that for you. Let me find my eraser. I don't know that I can get you any closer than what I have you here so far. Okay. Here we are. Fast start. Can anybody see that? Hopefully. Keep it on the slides. Okay. I'm just kind of at a loss as to what you guys need here because I was told you needed on the whiteboard, and then it's really impossible for me to go through this if I'm flipping back and forth. So I'm going to keep it on the slides, and hopefully you guys can see. If you can't, please go back and refer to the recording. But we really need to get through this here. We're 13 minutes in, okay? So your compensation plan is this. Fast start commissions. I don't think we really need to go over this again. 1 box is 20, 3 boxes 40, 6 boxes 60, 16 boxes is $100. These are all paid to you the following week. Okay, hold on. You cannot see that there. Let's go ahead and screen share this. And here we are. Share and present to everyone. There we go. All right. Okay. Next is your dual team commissions, and the reason I'm doing it this way is to kind of show you how the retail profits go, because your retail profits are just an additional 25%. So you'll see here your retail commissions are an additional 25% on top of what your fast start is. That's for the first order only, okay? So your first order, you're earning these fast start bonuses right off the bat, right into your credit wallet or your bank account or wherever you allocate the money. Then if you have someone order from your retail website, so in the back office, you have a retail website and you have a preferred customer website. Now, if you order or if someone orders on your preferred customer website, you're going to get the same fast start bonus here as you would if they joined as a business builder. The commissions are the same to you as a business builder as they are if someone comes on as an IR. The first order is the same first fast start. Your 25% retail commissions come in when somebody orders from your retail website. They're actually paying 25% more. So that additional 25%, instead of Valentus keeping all of it or keeping some of it, they're actually going to pay out all of that retail commission to you. So that additional 25% that person is paying, they're going to just give it to you. Is that pretty cool? We also have a customer referral program. Let's say someone comes in as a retail or a preferred customer. If they just bring in 2 people to the company, they get a free box of product. So that's another way that we have to just bring people into the business, because if someone has shared 2 referrals, that's very similar to the way our binary is set up. And so you can then use that example to bring someone into the business. Hey, you joined as a customer. Congratulations. You also brought your mom and your sister to the business, and you're now going to get a free box of product. How cool is that? Very cool. Well, what if I told you that drinking this coffee could actually pay you just by what you did with your mom and your sister? It's a very simple way to get someone from a retail or preferred customer into the business as an independent representative, building underneath of you. Next is the dual team binary. And this is something that people who have never built a binary before, they might feel a little hesitant because they don't know exactly how they work. I prefer binaries because, in my opinion, it's always easier for someone to build 1 or even 2 teams than it is for someone to build a matrix or a unilevel where everything is spread wide. You make more money when you build in depth. And in this compensation plan, everyone is working as a team on each of these legs. So each one of this guy actually benefits from the work that this guy is doing. So I like that because it creates a team atmosphere. It creates a family organization where everyone is helping one another, and it becomes very easy for someone to build a residual income that way. Now, let me just show you real quick from this slide. Everyone has 2 legs, a right leg and a left leg. Now, one of those legs is going to be receiving spillover from the upline. So your upline is going to be allowed to provide spillover on one of your legs. Where the magic happens is you have to personally enroll someone on your left, and you have to personally enroll someone on your right. And as you continue to build your smaller or your weaker leg, what's going to happen is at the end of each month, the company is going to look down through the volume. Okay, the computer looks down through the volume, and every 200 business volume to 100 business volume is going to trigger a cycle commission of $20. Okay, every 200 BV to 100 BV.
It's still on the same slide, Jordan.
Still on the same slide, so it was not pulling that up?
It's only just changed just now.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it was not it wasn't populating the...
No, so I'll go over that bit again.
Okay, I will go over that again. Let's try this again here. Okay. Go over that again. I'm going to stop the sharing, and then I'm going to go back in and see if it'll allow me to... We're going to do the entire screen. Let's try it that way. Okay, so you're going to see here on the one side. Just tell me here really quickly. I'm going to go from this slide up here. Okay, you should be able to see that. Peter, can you come on real quick, because I can't see the Hangouts from here. Can you see that screen with just one guy up at the top there? Hold on. Go ahead, it's all Google. The slides are good. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sharon. I think you've probably done some of these before. It's sometimes Google is a little glitchy. So, okay, so we're going to go from this slide here. The dual team commissions, I'm going to run over that again, and maybe this is a good thing. Can you see that there, Peter?
Pardon?
Do you see that one person there at the top there on the slide? Okay, perfect. We're going to go ahead and run through this dual team commissions again. Mute out there for me. So, thank you. Okay, awesome. All right, so the dual team commissions, or your residual monthly income, works like this with the binary. Let's say this is you right here. Well, you and everyone in your organization is going to have two legs. Ooh, let's go back up here. You have two legs, one on your left and one on your right. Now, your upline is going to be able to provide spillover for you on one of those legs, as you can see here. So your upline can provide that spillover for you. And I like a binary system because this whole team is working in conjunction. This team right here is working in conjunction, and this team right here. Everything that Peter does down here benefits Paul, who's right up here, and these guys can work together. It behooves Paul to work with Peter because he's in his downline, even if they're not in the same enrollment tree. So I like the way the binary works in that it provides a very family-oriented, a great community of people where we can all work together working towards the common goal. Some of these other compensation plans out there, everyone is in a straight line wide, and what happens is people end up working in competition with one another. And while in some ways that may be good for some, I feel like that when the team works together, it works synergistically and things continue to grow. So you have one leg on your left and one leg on your right. Your upline can provide spillover for you on one of your legs. You have to personally sponsor one person on this side, and what I say is that kind of activates this leg. So put one, at least one. Sometimes I like to put 2 or 3. I actually have about 5 paid members on my left side just to solidify that leg and know that I'll always be commission qualified, because if one of these guys quits, you know, I want to make sure that my revenue streams are still coming in. So then what you do is you switch over to your other leg. This is very simple. It's just a button in the back office, and you can continue to build your smaller leg. So then what happens at the end of every month, the company or the computer, the Valentus computer, is going to look down through the binary, okay, and every 200 to 100 business volume is going to trigger that $20 cycle commission. So 200 to 100, boom, $20 cycle commission. And this starts at Ruby, so it's up to $20. I believe if you're at some of the lower ranks, it's $10 per cycle commission. And that is, you know, you can get started as a Ruby, so that's really not a conflicting point for me, especially considering that even $10 is more than most compensation plans will pay for this amount of volume for this price point. So this is very competitive and very exciting, that with just, you know, you could have only sponsored, who'd we say, Paul and Sam here, just these two, and these guys started to duplicate. You're receiving a little spillover, and you're already making $100 a month in the company just from the dual team. That's not including any of the other bonuses or the fast start. So it's pretty cool the way that we have this set up here. Next is the 7 generations dual team matching bonus, and this is paid weekly. Now what this does is this will actually allow you, you can even get paid on one leg with Valentus, even if you don't have someone on each of your legs. Now of course you want to be able to qualify for the binary because that's where most of the money is, but if something happened and you only had volume on one leg, you would still be earning the dual team matching bonus based on what rank that you are. One of the things that I love about the Business Builder package is it starts you off as a Ruby. And if you keep an active 3-box auto ship for 6 months, you automatically rank up to Emerald. And so you see these generations of matching bonus that go down through 7 generations at the Black Diamond level. I mean, these are incredible. So essentially what this means, and I'll just break this down for you. This is a match on your downline's binary pay. So let's say you started with the $4.99 package and you are a Ruby and you sponsored Peter and Paul, and Peter and Paul, whatever they're making in the binary, you are going to earn 25% of their binary paycheck. 25%. Now everyone that Peter and Paul personally brought into the business, you're going to earn $20. So if Peter and Paul brought in Sue and Sam, well, you're earning $20 on what Sue and Sam does. Well, Sue and Sam, they get to work and they sponsor Tim and John. You're earning 10% of what Tim and John are earning in the binary. So this becomes very tremendous as as far as income potential for someone just based on this matching bonus alone. It's a very unique binary with these matching bonuses that can just build you an incredible business. You'll be looking at your checks like, wow, look at all this money coming in. And then we actually have a breakdown of where those commissions are coming in as your team duplicates. What I also love about this is it encourages the upline to work with the downline. When you duplicate, and when you have your team duplicate, they're going to be earning you more money, and they're going to stay in longer because they're going to be earning money as well, right? So if someone's earning a paycheck, they're not going anywhere. They're sticking with what we have here. And so it's very important that we have good income flowing through the stream and one of the most competitive compensation plans in the industry, because we know that people, when they do their work, they want to get paid the most for it. Okay, let's jump into the legacy coded bonus here. Legacy coded bonus works like this. You do have to come in with a Ruby package in order to qualify for this. Now, if you don't join with the Ruby package your first day, that's okay. You can actually upgrade to the Ruby package at any point in time. We do not penalize you if, say, you get started with the 3-box option and you keep your 3-box option active for 6 months, and then you decide, oh, you know what, I want to capitalize on these legacy coded bonuses, so I want to join as a business builder. You can absolutely do that, and you'll qualify for that, and then we can make that happen. So that's one of the things I love, that they don't penalize anyone if they have to get started at one of the lower levels. Now, if you start right off the bat with the legacy, business builder package, then you get to start right away working towards your legacy coded bonus. Now, how this works is this. Every business builder package has the potential, every business builder package that you personally sponsor into the business has the potential to pay you $200. $100 from the Fast Start bonus and $100 from the legacy coded bonus. Okay, so what happens is your first 3, they roll up to your sponsor. Okay, your first 3 business builder packages that you bring into the business, once you are Ruby, are going to go up to your sponsor. But like I always like to say, it's a 3-person, $300 loss for infinite gain. Okay, in my opinion, you're not really losing out on anything here, because what happens is everyone that you personally sponsor from your 4th person on is going to pay you that additional $100 bonus, and everyone that gets rolled up to you, everyone has to pass up their first 3. So essentially what happens is you're earning these additional $100 or $300 payments because everyone has to pass up their first 3 of the legacy coded bonus. Everyone will always earn the $100 Fast Start. Okay, so no matter who you are, where you are, what package you started with, you will still always be earning the $100 Fast Start for the business builder package. After your first 3 are passed up, from the 4th on, it earns you an additional $100. So boom, you're hitting $200. $100 from the Fast Start, $100 from the legacy coded bonus. And this goes to infinity. Now, these are all your personals here that you see here. Okay? All your personals that you're earning that additional $100 Fast Start. Well, guess what happens? They have to pass up their first 3 too. So you're going to be seeing these additional $100 payments, and this goes to infinite levels as well. Let's say someone on, or multiple generations. So let's say someone on your 50th generation. Between you and between them, there's no one that's legacy coded bonus qualified. So what's going to happen is that $100 bonus is going to roll right up to you. It goes to infinite levels. It's incredible, because when your legacy coded bonus qualified, you sit down and you look at your check and you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that additional, $300 to $500. And then you can actually go back through your commissions and see exactly who and where these commissions came from. It's very exciting. Last week, Dave and I had an additional $500 in our back office. We knew 3 of them. The other 2, we hadn't even had the opportunity to meet yet. So it was very exciting that the company and that our team is growing so quickly that we had actually earned a legacy coded bonus, and we hadn't had the opportunity to meet them or reach out with them yet. So we did, of course, do that and get connected because we do like our family atmosphere here. Next is the enrollment pool bonus. This is paid every single month. What I love about this is a 1% share of total global company volume. A 1% share. So what the company is earning worldwide in 1 month is put into a pool. Everyone who personally enrolls 3 business builder packages in 1 month, so if you bring in 3 business builders, you get a one share of the 1% total global company volume. And this was astonishing because I did not expect this bonus to be very big, especially with Valentus being so new and just hitting momentum. I was talking to one of my downline on the phone, and he had actually qualified for the enrollment pool bonus. He had sponsored 6 business builder packages that month, and he had already received a $316 bonus just from this. So it's very exciting, very cool to be able to see that Valentus is growing so tremendously huge. And I mean, you just take a look at where the company is and its momentum, and I'll get into that in a moment. I mean, going from 800,000 in January to almost 4 million in these past couple of months, we're hitting momentum right here. So right now, while we're still obscure and no one's really heard of us yet, this is the place that you want to get started in because it's shooting through the roof. It's incredible. So next is the car bonus. This is paid every single month. This starts at the rank of diamond for $400 for the car of your choice. You don't have to go out and get a pink Cadillac. You don't have to get a Lexus. You can get whatever car that you want. Or if you currently have a car that you are in love with, you can keep that, and we will still send you a portion of the car bonus to you every single month. This starts after a rank of qualification. So once you hit diamond, you keep that rank for 2 months. We pay you out, boom, that car bonus the following month. And every month that you hold that rank, you are going to keep that $400 bonus. You move up to double diamond, you're earning a $800 car bonus, okay? $800 for the car of your choice. I mean, and it goes all the way to $3,000 up there at Black Diamond. It's a very exciting bonus. People like nice cars. They like nice things. They like to be able to flash their Valentus red new vehicle or whatever color that you choose. That was just something that I just really saw that I liked. One of your upline actually has a car from Valentus, so it's very exciting. Okay, so essentially we have a deadly serious business model unlike anything else in the industry. We have an owner with serious commitment, a marketing system that works with you, and that's one other thing that I wanted to touch on while we're here is I wanted to touch on the way the marketing system works, unless you feel like you know exactly how that works. I would like to go over that. Okay, here quickly. We have a done-for-you marketing system. Everyone gets a page just like this. Everyone that's in the company, of course. And so when you share this web page with someone, they simply put their information in on the page and click this button. Now, when they do this, they get a free position in the company. That's right. They put their information in on this page, and they get a free position in the company as they're taking a look. And what happens there is you have the opportunity to build that person a downline before they even log in again. So they take the tour, they get a free position. Let me show you what happens. So let's say Dave shares his page with Cindy, Sue, you, John, Ann, Lee, and Pam this week. And they all take a tour on the page. They all get a free position in the company. Well, here's what happens. Pam decides that she wants to become a member, and she does it before the Thursday midnight cutoff. Well, watch this. Right at the Thursday midnight cutoff, that's midnight Pacific time, Pam jumps past everyone. All of those free people now become her downline. So when they upgrade to become a member, Pam now benefits on them instead of the other way around. So then the next week you said, oh man, I don't want to get passed again. You become a member before the Thursday midnight cutoff. There you go. You pass all of those people. All of those people now become your downline. So when they upgrade to become a member, you get paid on them instead of the other way around. And what this is called, this is my procrastination preventer. This is a very powerful tool. It creates a fear of loss. A lot of times when we're sharing our business, we get this blow off from people. You know, you share your business with someone and they say, oh, you know what, I've really wanted to start in business, but I'm going to have to take a look at it next week. I'm really busy right now. Well, this gives you the opportunity to say, you know what, Pam, I can respect the fact that you're really busy. I can appreciate that, but I'm going to let you know right now that today is the cutoff. And you have 5 paid people underneath of you. And if you use Pam's email, you can actually log in and see exactly how many paid members she has under her. And you can say, Pam, you've got 5 paid people under you. If of course you log in and that's what you see. We don't tell fibs to anyone. We go in and we log in and we see, oh my gosh, 5 paid members, 3 paid members, 7 paid members, whatever it is for that week. And we say, Pam, those 5 people are going to pass you tonight at midnight if you don't get started. How long are you going to push back your dream, Pam? You said you wanted to work from home. You said you wanted a lucrative business. How long are you going to push back your dream, Pam? Because every minute, every week, every month that you hesitate, who knows who you would have met in that time that's going to push your dream of being financially free back, 10, 20, 30 years. Who knows? There's, it's amazing what this marketing system will do for you. And so you do see here's the different box options. Of course, we have the 1 box, the 3 box option, the 6-pack, and then the $4.99. The thing about that I love about the $4.99 package is somebody saves 45% off per box, which means they're saving almost half of what the person who's buying the 1 box. It really makes it a no-brainer. And every one that you go up, you're like your 3-box option, you're saving 25% off per box. And someone gets to start off as automatic gold rank in our compensation plan for their first 30 days. How cool is that? Now, once you are in as the business builder here, you're hitting at Ruby rank. And if you keep that 3-box option active for 6 months, you automatically rank up to the Emerald. You know how many Emeralds it takes to get to Diamond? It only takes 3 Emeralds to get to Diamond. Okay? So let's take a look at that here. We're at Ruby with the business builder package. Emerald, you only need 3 Emeralds and 15,000 business volume on your smaller leg to be Diamond. You know what you get at Diamond? You get that car bonus at Diamond. You get paid down 5 generations of dual team matching bonuses. You get paid $20 per cycle commission in the binary. And of course the fast start, and if you sponsor 3, you get that 1% and so on. So this is a very lucrative compensation plan. The way that this works, we actually have 77 diamonds in our company, and we have over 2,000 emeralds in the company. And I do want to touch on really quickly exactly what these ranks mean and what they can produce for you. Here we go. Let's start here at the rank of Ruby. And these are examples that I just want to share with you. The average rank, or the average annual income of a Ruby, and these are on the very super conservative side. And I do not want you to think that you can just come in with a business builder package and we're going to send you a check. Of course, there is some work here, and I know that we have leaders on this call. So I know that you already know that, but I do have to say that for legal purposes. I can't say, hey, if you're a Ruby, you're going to earn $8,000. I can't legally say that because that's not true. You have to actually put some people into the organization to be able to attain these sort of commissions. So at the rank of Ruby, your average annual income is $2,500 to $8,000 US. You can achieve this organically with 2 personally enrolled platinums and a lesser leg team volume of 2,000 business volume a month. Emerald is an average team size of 75 to 150 people. Now this is team size. What this means here is that you don't have to personally sponsor 75 to 150 people. No. You could sponsor 5 people that duplicated. You could sponsor 10 or 20 people that duplicated, more realistically, right? Your average annual income is $8,000 to $16,000 US, and I know some part-time employees here in the United States. This is what they're making per year. The average annual income for the the average American here, part-time worker, this is what they'd be making. And like I said, these are very, very conservative numbers, because when you get to double diamond, I was looking at these slides and I'm actually making more than the max of what the double diamond said that it was going to pay out. So you can achieve emerald rank organically by having 3 personally enrolled rubies and a lesser leg team volume of 5,000 business volume a month. Next is diamond. Your average team size of 300 to 500 people. That's not all personally sponsored. That's, your team is duplicating. That's on the team, not just what you personally did, but what your whole team is doing. That's an average annual income of $35,000 to $70,000 a year. And so what this is actually at your average United States full-time employee worker, right here at the rank of diamond. I mean, that's so impressive to me when I see all these mothers who are, working these long 40-hour weeks, and they're coming home to their children and they're wondering, why do I not get to any time to spend with my family? This provides freedom for people, and it's so exciting. This is what I wake up every day excited to share with people. Diamond can be achieved with 3 personally enrolled emeralds and a lesser leg team volume of 15,000 business volume a month. Next is double diamond, and this is where I am now. This is where I want to see a lot of you. Average team size of 750 to 1,500 people. Your average annual income of 90,000 to 150,000 a year. You can achieve this with 3 personally enrolled emeralds and 1 personally enrolled diamond and a lesser leg team volume of 30,000 business volume a month. Let's go on up to triple diamond. Average team size of 2,000 to 3,000 people. Of course, that's the team. Average annual income of 175,000 to 350,000 US. You can achieve this with 1 personally enrolled emerald and 2 personally enrolled diamonds and a lesser leg team volume of 100,000 per month. This is the last rank that I'll be going over here, because this is actually the highest rank achieved to date in the company and a 2-year-old company. This is the blue diamond rank, and this is an average team size of 3,500 to 5,000 people. Average annual income is $400,000 to $750,000. That's dangerously close to your $1 million a year mark. You can achieve this with 3 personally enrolled diamonds and a lesser leg team volume of $250,000 a month. And I know the leaders on this call, their wheels are turning, because they know people that have been working with them over the past few years that they know that they could help them to achieve diamond. And they know that if you help the most people get what they want, that eventually you can get what you want. So I want to just really conclude with that today, and get back here on the presentation with you. Here we are. Okay. So do we have any questions as far as the compensation plan is concerned?
Can you hear me, Jordan?
I can hear you.
I think maybe show on the whiteboard a little bit more where the money is in the binary and how to get the points. Because people are worried how are they going to get 10,000 points? How are they going to get 20,000 points?
Okay, fair enough.
They don't realize how easy it is with spillover.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what people want to see.
Let me bring up my calculator here. My calculator is one of my good friends. All right. So let's do that here. Ready? Okay. Okay, let's start off with you. Okay.
Jordan, you do it a bit lower.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
A bit lower because it's covered by the. Start a bit lower down.
Here we go.
No, come a bit lower. It's not that.
Okay.
No, just start a bit lower down. A bit lower down the board. That's it.
Okay. So this is you. Can you even see that here?
Yeah.
You can see that?
Yeah.
And a little bit closer. Okay, so this is here. Now here's what happens. Everyone has two legs. Your left. So I'm seeing everything backwards. I know you guys are seeing everything frontwards, but this to me is, when I'm looking at it, it's my left. So that's the left for you, right? Yes, okay. I saw your mouth. Okay, so you've got your left leg and your right leg. Now let's talk about who's your upline, okay? Your upline also has two. Okay, there we are. Your upline has a right leg and a left leg as well. You're going to be on one of these legs. And what this is going to do is going to allow your upline to provide spillover for you. So right now, you're showing on your upline's right leg. Okay? So here's your upline. You're on his right leg, for example. Peter, I wonder if we shouldn't use the example. We'll just go with it like this. I was going to say, I wonder if we should use the example of where they actually are in the company so that they don't get backwards as they watch it.
Whichever you think.
Okay, well, what leg would they be on? What leg on your leg?
On my right leg.
Your right leg. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, our example perfect. Okay, so your upline's up here, you're on his right leg, and so he's going to be able to provide for you spillover down this way. Okay? So everything in blue is what your sponsor is doing. I'm going to switch to green here and show what you're doing, okay? You have to have one personally sponsored person on your right leg to activate the work that your upline is doing, okay? So you just have to have a minimum of one person on that right leg. For me, I like to make sure it's solid. And so I like to put 5 or 6 people on that side, okay? So here. So you personally sponsor one person on that leg. That activates this whole leg for you, from you down, okay? It's activated. You're ready to roll, okay? You can even put a couple people through here just to make sure that it's solid and that if this person quits, that you have a backup plan. So I like to put 2 or 3 people, you know, for some of us, we like to put like 6 or 7 or, you know what I mean? No more than 5 or what have you. It's really up to the person. You're still going to earn matching bonus on these people, okay? So let's say you put 2 personally, just for the sake of the solidity here. You put 2 personally sponsored people over here. This is just an example. And then you start building your team. Okay? Your left leg, that's your smaller leg. So you start positioning people. Let's say we're going to position our top 5 people. We're going to give them a call and say, hey, I'm going to knock something out of the park. You wouldn't believe what has happened. This one product has taken this company from going to $4 million a year in less than 6 months. So watch what happens, okay? So you personally sponsor these, okay? Every 200 to 100 business volume. So Peter has people in at 100. And for the sake of the argument, we're going to have people in here, one at 100, one at 50, one at 50, one at 150. This guy wants 6 boxes a month because he is sharing it with his wife, and he's on the 12 and 24, so he's using products. Himself and his wife is using 3 boxes of product. So there, we got 150 business volume here. So what happens is 50, 150. Let's see. Every once in a while, you're going to have a $400 business builder package in there. And so what the computer is going to do is every 200 to 100 business volume is going to trigger a $20 commission. And so that's just going to roll up here. You have these. This is a 100. And it's going to look over here, and it's going to say, okay, here's 200. Boom. Actually, that was for this one. See here, we're getting hairy here. That's why I did that. So this is your 200 to 100 $20 cycle commission. Then you have another 200 to 100 cycle commission, $20. So we're already at 40 just with what your sponsors are already doing and are doing.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Also, those people that you've got down the right leg, whoever they sponsor,
Exactly.
their volume, show that their volume goes to them as well.
And as in any network marketing company, every time duplication happens, that's where the magic is. And so every time that you sponsor, if you tell them, you know, hey, go and get your 5 builders where you start your mass marketing. Everyone wants positioning people. And so they're going to put 1 person over here, okay? And they're going to start to build their inside leg as well. So as it continues to grow, it can get very messy on this. I can start over. But as you can see, it as it grows. Let me do another example here. You. Ah. Okay. So as this continues to grow and people duplicate, here's what's going to happen. Your upline is going to continue to grow his business. He's going to continue to provide you with a little bit of spillover. The people that you put on this side, they're going to start to work and grow their business and build their business. Then you're over here, you're building your organization. This is all stuff that you personally did because you can't build someone else's inside leg, okay? That's another thing I like about a binary. It keeps people responsible. It lets them know, you know, if you're going to build a business, you're going to have to do something. Yes, you can earn something on the matching bonus, but my goodness, you're going to have to do something here. So, as your team, this is your team. This is all your people. As they continue to build their business, these are additional $100. Let's just use the sake of the argument that everybody's at 100, okay? So 100, 100. Okay. So everyone's ordering a 3-box option just for this example, just so that we can keep it clean on here so that everyone can grasp what's going on. Okay. So all you personally sponsored was 2 people on your common leg and 1, 2, 3, 4 people on your inside leg or your smaller leg. So what's happening here is that the company is going through and all volume that's on this side is going to match up with all volume that's on the other side. So here we are with 200. There's a 200 to 100. $20 cycle.
And most of that volume is spillover, isn't it?
What's that?
Most of that is spillover on the right.
On the right there, yeah, most of that spillover. I don't have enough spillover there, Peter. You're going to have to get your bums to work. Here we go. Boom.
No, I know.
Okay. I was working on the inside. Okay, so as you see here, where all this comes in, you're having these additional $100 payments. Boom. And then really all you did is you personally sponsored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people altogether. 4 and 2, yeah, 6. Okay, and 6 people. Let's see what you'd be making. What do we have here? 200 to 100. And the beautiful thing about it, the computer does all this for you, and it's very easy to keep track of in your back office as you look at your commissions and your volume and where it's funneling through. It's going to keep a tally of that as it grows throughout the month. So your 200 to 100 business volume.
Yeah, but the binary is paid weekly, isn't it?
Yes, it is paid weekly. That's the other beautiful thing about it. You don't have to pay. You don't have to wait for your pay at the very end of the month. You get paid every single week. So here we are. Let's see what we made here. Oh, sorry. Oh, here we go. Boom. Okay, and then here we are, because it's 200 to 100 here. Here we are with a little bit of carryover volume. So what happens is this is a non-flushing binary. And what that means is that any volume you are not getting off on is going to roll over into a bank for the following month. Okay? It's going to roll over and it's going to be held in a bank until we can pay it out to you. So let's see what we made here. What do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cycles. And 8 cycles at $20, that's $160 per month residually. And all that you did, is that correct? Yeah, and all that you did is personally sponsored just a few people, 6 people. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hold on. 6 people. Yeah. be at 120, and then your people duplicated. All they did was bring in this example, all your people duplicated was 2 people. Each person, 2 of your people duplicated 2 people. And you're making 160 bucks. You could do that next week. 160 bucks a month just from this bonus. That makes sense. Okay, thank you. Does that make sense, Peter? Okay. Does that make sense? Are there any other questions as far as how this is working for you?
No questions.
Okay, so pretty much what you can do is you can look in your back office and you can take, I'll show you how it's set up here. Each month in your back office, there's going to be a section that says your right side and your left side. And it's going to say how much of that volume was fast start, how much of that volume was binary, and it's going to say exactly how much volume was in each side. So let's say you have 1,200 volume. That's not a whole lot there. 1,200 volume to 2,300 volume. This is just a very small example. Your 1,200 volume, you're just going to divide that by 20. And that's going to come out to 60. Is that right? Yeah, so that's 60 people. 60 times. No, that's not correct. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're going to divide that by the volume. So your 100 to 200 business volume, you're going to divide it by 100. And that comes out to 12 people, right? 1,200 comes out to 12 people. You divide it by, of course, 100 because it's 200 to 100 business volume. 23 is obviously more than 1,200. And so you take that and then you multiply it by 20. And it becomes very easy, 240. So with 1,200 business volume on your smaller leg, you're making $240 for that month based on what the binary says because of the 1,200. Okay.
That could just be for the week.
That could just be for the week. Yeah, that could be.
Mine last week was 200 for the week. My binary.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have 1,200 business volume on the left side, hi, buddy. 1 second. If you have 1,200 business volume on your smaller leg for that week, then yes, it would pay you out $240 that following week. Paydays on Friday, and that's just from binary. That's not all the commissions that are there for you. That's just binary. That's it. That's not including your fast start, your matching bonuses, and so on. It's very cut and dry and very simple, but it's also very lucrative when you compare it to some of the other things that are out there. Some of the other things that are out there, you sponsor, 12 people, so that's just you're earning that 240, and that's just the team too. That's not, that's not you, what you personally sponsored. You could have sponsored 6 of those people and they each brought 1 person. And boom, you're at $240 a month. You could have sponsored 1 person and they duplicated, and you're at, well, you have to have 1 on your other side, but you do have to, you have 1 person over here, you just sponsored 2 people. If that person duplicated those other 11 people, then you're boom at, 1,200 business volume on your smaller leg. Divide that by the 100 business volume that you have to cycle, and there you are. Times it by 2, you're at 240 business volume. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. No questions. No questions at all.
Yeah, I know. I don't see any questions. Either that means they did a really good job or really royally. The first one. Because if you can take, and this is what I've seen a lot with a lot of people, they don't actually understand the plans of the companies that they're in, and they don't actually sit down and write out, okay, if I put in 5 people, how much money am I going to be making? If I put in 100 people, how much money am I going to be making? And that's why I like the examples of the rank examples, because it shows exactly how many people have to be in your team and exactly how much money you're going to be making when you're doing that, you know, with all the examples of the matching bonus, etc. And those are on the very conservative side of things. So for me, when I look at a company, when I look at a lot of these matrices and the binaries, they're spread out so wide, and they pay so many people with all these, you know, things, but it's only like $1 or 20 cents or, you know, even $5, and that's just not even comparable. You're going to spend time with someone on the phone, you're going to spend time with someone on the internet, or even you're just going to run traffic to the marketing system and get what I like to call lay down signups. Or if I just do a video and somebody sees that, or if I share a testimonial, they take a tour on my page, they get excited, they join. That's what I like to call lay down sign up. They happen weekly. And what's going to happen is your business is going to start growing and running away from you. And that's not something that you see with matrices, and with, you know, matrices do have a tendency to start to run away, but it takes a lot of work because it gets wider and wider and wider. And so they have to keep those commissions very small so that they can pay everybody in this big conglomeration. And then if one person stops building, people get left out in the dust and no one's there to help them. With this, you know, it's very cut and dry, very simple, and nobody's going to get left in the dust here, especially not with, you know, with our team. We're not going to allow anybody to get left out in the dust where you don't have any help or you don't have anything going on in your business. So if I can just encourage the fact that, you know, hey, we're here for you. We're going to help to provide you with everything that you need to build your business. And you know what? Worst come to worst, is it really that hard to build 2 teams? It's a lot harder to build 5 teams or 6 teams or 3 teams, or build one of these matrix out to these multiple levels where there's, you know, on the 6th level, there's, you know, 3,000 people before, you know, it gets too wide, so you can't provide spillover for people. And that's what another reason I like the binary, is because I can promise, because I know I'm not going to give up on my dreams. And I can actually get on a video and promise someone that if they take initiative, that I'm going to provide spillover for them on one of their legs. I'm going to build, if they just take the tour and watch, they can watch what I'm doing. They can watch me put people below them. And that I'm helping them build a portion of their business, half of their business for them, before they even ever spend a dime. That's where this works magically together. The binary system with the power line bonus. Now, just as an aside, there are some other companies out there as well that use the power line bonus, one under the other, under the other, under the other, in a straight line. When somebody upgrades, they roll past someone at the cutoff, but they use them with other compensation plans like unilevels, and they're deceptive in using those compensation plans with that, because what happens is it's a company-wide power line associated with the compensation plan. And so what happens is they say so-and-so joined after you, but when you log into your back office and you look, they're not under you. They just joined after you. And so what happens is, you know, the power line bonus might pay you a couple of dollars, $5, but that's a very deceptive thing to get broke people excited. Oh, they got $5 and they didn't even put anybody in the business. And then the next thing you know, they're getting cheated. And those people that they said, you know, hey, you're going to get paid on them. Yeah, you get paid $5 one time, and that person's not under you. You're never going to get paid from them again. And what I like about the binary with the power line system is it's full of integrity. When you see an email from someone that says so-and-so is under you and they've upgraded to a paid member, that person is under you. You can log in and look at them. When you upgrade before the cutoff and that roll-up happens, you can still see that person underneath of you. It's important to run your business with integrity, and that's what we have here. And if that's important to you, you'll run with us because you know that we have an awesome, well, hopefully, I don't know if has anybody had the opportunity to try the product yet, Peter?
Oh yes, I have. There's a few people here on the product. Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. So you know how powerful our product is, how incredible it is to change people's lives. I had a lady call me today. She just come back from her doctor. Her doctor took her off of some of her medications for high blood pressure because her body is responding so well to what the Valentus Slim Roast is doing for her. She's actually using 3 of the products. She's using the Slim Roast in the morning, the Trim in the afternoon with lunch, and the Immune just before bed. And she's using all these 3 products. She's already slimmed down 68 pounds. Her doctor is taking her off of her high blood pressure medication, and she called me today in tears thanking me for sharing Valentus with her. So you know we've got something amazing here. You can't find this product blend anywhere else. You cannot find what's in Slim Roast Coffee together in any other product in the world. And so that's something that we have that's very special, that sets us apart from the other companies in the industry. We found something that works, and it's awesome. And then we have the compensation plan, which is very competitive with all the other compensation plans in the industry in terms of how well we pay. And then you also have the marketing system. Use that marketing system. That web page that I told you about is your Valentus tour page. So you go to your back office. Sorry, here we go. You go to your back office and you take a look here. You have this page. It's the Valentus tour page. I see a lot of people as I'm going through Facebook and I'm watching what people are doing. I see a lot of people using the My Valentus page, and I like the page. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful page. You can't even see what page I'm talking about because I'm not sharing screens with you. Here we are. I'll show that to you real quick here. Share. Okay, so this is the Valentus tour page. A lot of people are using the company page or the My Valentus page. So that would look like this. And you can't see that either because lovely Google Hangout is giving me a fit. So stop. Here's the My Valentus. Everyone has a page like this, but do not market with this page, because what happens is someone will go to this page and they'll look at it and they'll say that's nice, and then they'll click off of it and they'll never come back to it again, and you will never know that they ever visited. So that is just punishing here. This is the page that you want to be using when it comes to...
Yeah, that's all I use, that page.
Yes. And very shortly, just because you're a part of Valentus and a part of the Dream Builders team, because you connected with Peter, because you connected with the team that you selected, you're actually very soon going to have access to something that no one else in the company has, and that is our exclusive marketing system with additional capture pages like this one. So to me, this page is kind of ugly, you know, but it does work. It actually gets a 17% response when you're running solo ads. If any of you run solo ads or anything like that, any kind of online marketing, you know that 17% is actually pretty darn good in the grand scheme of things. The web pages that we're about to create for you, well, that we already have created we're waiting to unleash once Dave gets his videos done to make the training complete. We're going to launch that out to you, and you're going to have access to that. Those web pages actually convert at a 25 to 32% ratio. Okay, 25 to 32%. That's really unheard of, and it's something that we specialize in, is getting you marketing that really works. And I will just put a note, it depends on what kind of traffic that you're driving to the page as well. I'm super excited to launch these, and just because you connected with Peter, you are going to have access to those things. So I'm very excited about that, and happy to bring it to you, and that'll be launching here very shortly.
No questions. No questions.
Does anyone have any questions? Because now's the time. I will break it down for you if you're at a loss for anything. If you want to know how anything works, we can talk about anything in the company. I want to make sure you have all the information that you need so that you can just run with power. Peter, either that or I did a good job, or like I said, or I royally confused everyone. But I think what it means is that I did a good job, and that everybody kind of understands what's going on. If you have any questions or you don't understand something, please don't hesitate to reach out to Peter on a one-on-one on Skype. I'll come online, or I'll have Dave come online, and we will walk you through it step by step. If you don't understand something in the compensation plan, and you know, they have access to ValentusDreamBuilders.com as well. Hopefully, Valentus Dream Builders is a step-by-step training that'll get you started in your business. It's the Getting Started training, and very soon that web page, it's on a free site right now. But very soon that web page is going to be upgraded to our new system with your additional capture pages and all the tools that we have, additional autoresponders. It's also able to be integrated with Aweber for those of you who are interested in that. So yeah, big things are coming. We're at the, let me do this here real quick. Yeah. Peter, I got knocked off. I don't know if you're still on. No. He's off here now too. Let's see. Yeah, and it kicked me off the on-air webinar too. Okay. This is the behind the scenes look. Ooh. No. Oh, look, we do still have people on here. Okay, cool. So Peter has hopped off. I got kicked off as well. Like I said, if you need any help with anything, please connect with any one of us, and we will be here for you. I just didn't want to, my computer shut off, so I had to plug in here. But I didn't want to leave you guys on the sidelines. I wanted to make sure that you know that we're here for you 110%, and let's go to the top together. We'll see you there, okay? And come on with us. We'll walk you through it every step of the way. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.